really gonna watch this.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she wants us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. And I'm here with...
Your girl so fab. Hey, y'all.
What's going on? How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Everybody all right? Feel good? Make you feel all right.
There we go. Couldn't really hear you. Now I can hear you good.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
What's up, fam? How you doing?
Hey, fam.
What is going on?
Oh, no.
It's Friday. We made it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get Instagram. Huh?
I said maybe be a tad bit sleepy.
Yeah. Definitely that. But let's get there we go. Everybody's on board. Everybody's here.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody doing today? Everybody great?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? All right.
Yeah.
Get your grandma off my property.
Shut up.
Hey man, I went back and watched that. That was funny. I don't care what nobody say. And I'm not one to be like, man, we were cooking, but we were. That was funny. And it's a shame because it shouldn't be funny.
It shouldn't be funny.
It was terrible.
Oh, thank you, sugar machine dress. Yes.
Yeah. What does that say?
She said, Kim, you cute cousin.
Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Thank you, boo.
All right. Feel good. All right. Well, so how's everybody feeling? Hopefully everybody's feeling good. And let's get into some birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not even play around with this day.
And let's hope StreamYard cooperates, y'all. So when you come in and you leave comments, if you see that we're not responding to you, it's because the program has malfunctioned. But I promise we will get to you.
Yeah, I was about to say, please don't not comment because we'll just go from another angle. Okay, so I got a couple birthdays today. All right. We ready?
Yes.
All right. Our cousin Sylvia, her birthday's today. Happy 60th birthday. And then James Fulton, 28 years old. Ajale Riley, didn't put her age. My man Mac from Pittsburgh, Mac McMillan, 53. And brother in love, Kevin Steele, celebrating his 39th.
Happy birthday to you too, sugar.
Yeah, so happy birthday to everybody whose birthday is birthdaying. And hopefully everybody's going to enjoy it and then have a great weekend. Let's do what we do.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all ready? Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, it looks good. We hold you at a good time. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you.
And as the saying goes, continue to live your life in a way that makes every day worth celebrating from. That's the wrong button. The Sibs. How's everybody?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into some fabulous foolishness with SoFab Kim. Entertainment news with Sofet. I didn't know where to go. I was stuck. I literally was stuck like. Oh no!
What?
Your videos are not up, but I'll have them up when we go to them. So,
Okay, all right.
Who are we going
You
to
have some time.
first?
So first things first, let's talk about TV. Now, you may or may not, I know you're not going to watch it, but for those of you who are watching, you may or may not be on the trend of Bridgerton. Now, Bridgerton is
I heard about it.
Yes. So it is actually a book that has since been a series from Netflix and underneath Shondaland. So Shonda Rhimes, who's done Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 and Scandal and all of that, she has also written Bridgerton. So it's a period series where, everything is taken back in the times where, balls were it and there were arranged marriages and people of certain societies were, fraternizing with other people of certain houses and societies and things like that. But it focuses a lot on love, and it does have a modern play on it where you'll see, of course, people of color, which is always good because we're never represented in period pieces. But people of color in very high ranking. Actually, the queen is Black, which I love, by the way. And then on top of that, you'll see modernized music that is essentially played instrumentally. So it's fun. It's fun, very good writing, really good cast, just phenomenal acting. But part 2 of season 3 has aired and it has sent social media in a frenzy. Now, like I said, you all may not watch Bridgerton, but I will tell you, Bridgerton is an entire movement across the board. Young, old, Black, white, brown, green, whatever. People are loving it so much so that they actually have Bridgerton parties around the US. And people break their necks to attend these, and then they get the old Renaissance gowns and things like that. But as I said, season 3 part 2 has aired, and of course social media has gone in a frenzy because now that we've been given our 4 episodes, unfortunately, and if you did not hear, I hate to have to deliver this news, we will not get another season of Bridgerton for 2 more years. The showrunner has officially announced that on social media to let us know. So we got to be patient, like we have been for a very long time. We got to be patient again because some people are speculating that they don't want Bridgerton to run up against Stranger Things, which is set to release next year, and the second season of Wednesday. So instead of them getting caught up in the hoopla of those 2 shows, it's like, well, let's just hold back so Bridgerton can get all of the pub that they need to.
Okay.
So that is definitely something worthwhile. If you just want romance and love and good storytelling and just feel good TV, I suggest you watch Bridgerton. It's really good content. Now, the other series that is set to premiere this weekend is House of the Dragon. So for all of my Game of Thrones fans who have been waiting anxiously for the second season, because I will admit, fan of the show, the last episode of the first season, I was like, well, goddamn, this is how we're going to leave things. But they are back. They are returning this Sunday on HBO at the usual time of 9 p.m. So you can check it out there. And of course, we will be talking about it. We will be talking about it here on TDS Radio because you've never gotten to Game of Thrones, have you?
I did, then I stopped.
Oh no, where'd you stop?
With the ice people.
The walkers? Oh, it gets so good. Like when they're first just getting introduced?
I guess so. It was so long ago, I just didn't, I liked it. I was in and out. Was I an enthusiast? Like, ooh, Game of Thrones is on this weekend. Nah, son.
Oh man, I'm telling you, jump back in. I'm telling you, jump back into it because there are people
jump off of this over here. But go ahead.
What do you got going on?
I'm trying to get this to minimize it. It won't.
Yeah, because you're not showing any of the graphics, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm struggling over here. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, 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 woo. Okay, we're back. All right.
Are you sure?
Positivo.
All right,
We may
so-
not see the comments right away, but go ahead.
As I said, House of the Dragons is set to premiere this Sunday. So for all of you who have been anxiously waiting for the second season, we will be talking about it here. However, I'll say this. It's a little caveat. I am not going to do any spoilers because that's what people seem to live and breathe by on social media. They just love spoiling the episode for other people. So that will not happen here without a fair warning and time to have watched the show. But just know we will be talking about it here on TDS Radio. And if you're fans of the show as well, don't be afraid to jump in on the conversation because, hey, now this is quality TV. We asked for quality TV. This is what we need. The other thing, for those of you who are Power fans, now I have some sad news for you. We know that Power Book 2 is coming to an end. This is their final season. So the first half of it is airing now. The second half will air in the fall. Well, Power Book 4 with Tommy is also set to come to an end after its third season. So a lot of people were upset about this because they're just like, yo, what's going on with the Power universe? What's happening? Where are we going with this? But the lead in it, the guy that plays Tommy, Joseph Sikora, he said that don't worry, this is not the last that you will see of Tommy. He will be back in various ways in the Power universe. Now, he was very cryptic about his message, but he said ghosts never die and power lives on. So some people are also speculating that maybe Omari Hardwick, who plays Ghost, will be coming back at some way, shape, or form. We don't know because we still don't know how season 2 is going to end.
So this is something I've never watched.
Never?
Not one episode.
Okay. Now, what's your reasoning for not watching it? Because people have their various reasons for not wanting to watch Power.
I think I like a good gangster movie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like a good gangster series. Because even Godfather of Harlem, which I thought was phenomenal, the first 2 seasons, I fell off. Like, because it seems to keep getting more and more. It's like,
dramatic.
Yeah. And it's like, this is more of a soap opera than it is anything else.
Understandable.
And so it was like, nah. The one thing I did appreciate about The Sopranos is they kept it about the mafia and the mafia tales. But all that extra, and now this is your cousin. Doom, doom, doom. Nah, man, I'm cool.
And it's funny that you mentioned that because that's how I feel about The Chi. And that is the show that's on Showtime, created by Lena Waithe. The show, The Chi, started off so strong, where it was just essentially about all these people that lived in Chicago and their way of life and how their stories ultimately came together. And it was surrounded around a young boy that was murdered, where they thought was related to gun violence. Later, we find out what the actual story is, but it became a soap opera. And that's what it is now, where, like you said, they're adding new characters out of nowhere, and the storyline just keeps going on and on and on, and it's just it's ridiculously dramatic for no reason,
right? Because
this is not your normal type of drama,
right?
Like, there's no way in hell that this shit is happening on a regular day basis.
That's what, yeah, and that's what more like I'm saying, like The Godfather of Harlem was like that, and then next thing you know, it's like y'all are taking this a different way, because that first 2 seasons were great, but then once we start getting into these drama things, I'm like, nah.
That's why you should watch Game of Thrones.
Well, I can see me liking Game of Thrones. I just didn't start with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that I would have to be like, all right, let's go back to the beginning.
Oh, do so.
And so maybe I will.
Yes.
I mean, like, I really enjoyed Oz. And some people were like, Oz, man, the prison John. But I liked it because it wasn't always new characters. It was the characters grew, developed. You know, then if somebody died off or something like that, or there was a reason to kill a person off, then they added a new character. But just randomly adding a new character, like you got Ghost and Force and all that. Where do I start?
Well, you start with Power. And once you watch that, then 2 is a continuation of Power. And so is 4. Now, Raising Kanan is taking it back in the day, where supposedly Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy were all friends in high school, but that has not been depicted in Raising Kanan at all. And it's kind of odd because I don't know what's happening there, but that's more of like the backstory of the one evil guy that's in Power.
Right. And see, that's a lot. And
it is.
So for all that, just make a movie and then let's call it quits. You know what I'm saying? Because all that, because not that I'm looking for reality, I just don't need you to string me along. Let's get to the get.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to the get. Let's figure this out. Let's go here. Let's take me on a couple bits.
Tell a complete story.
Whoa, wow. And then we're done. 50's milking this thing. And good for him.
Yes, because people love
people
it.
are getting paid.
Absolutely.
So good for him. Not gonna hate. It's just it ain't my.
I do feel like you will like Game of Thrones because I'm gonna tell you right now, do not get comfortable with one character because they don't give a damn.
Well, yeah, I seen a lot of I seen a meme of all the ruthless killings, like they
Mhm.
did all the different killings of people. And you know, I one thing about Game of Thrones is I don't see it as being like these other ones, and then it puts me in a different mind frame because okay, this is also like kind of borderline sci-fi fantasy type,
Mhm.
whereas Power is sci-fi fantasy hood. Because this shit didn't happen.
That's one way to put it.
It's not even close to anything that is relatable to happen. And you know what's you want to know something funny about hood movies and hood things like that for me?
Mhm.
Growing up in the East Hills projects makes me not want to watch that.
Understandable.
Because we've seen that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
when you see that and you grow up in that, and you know, our middle school and elementary school sat in the dead center of a gang
Mhm.
zone. The last thing I want to watch is Power and all this, and let's talk about. So then, how we gonna kill this nigga? Because you got to kill this nigga.
And I think-
Everybody kills niggas. Like what?
what?
Everybody kills niggas. You got to be down for the streets. When I seen them put Mary J. Blige on there, like, and she talking crazy.
Well, wait a minute.
You got to be down for the streets because this is about power. Oh, you scared to kill somebody, little nigga? Because all we do is kill niggas. Little nigga. Oh,
Wait a minute. Now I'll say this. Mary J. Blige does not do a bad job. I do enjoy her. I do enjoy Power Ghost too, because I don't know. To me, it's different because, like you said, I don't really like hood things because that's not escapism for me. I watch TV for escapism and entertainment.
Like,
you know,
I'm like, man, he's Hills.
Right. So that's why I like things like Bridgerton and Game of Thrones, because this is not real life for me, you know, and it's entertainment and it's good storylines and it's good acting and it tells a complete story where after you're done, you're like, you know what? I'm satisfied with what I just watched because y'all answered every single last one of my questions.
Right.
When that doesn't happen, that's when I'm like, this is terrible. And when you're not telling a good story, like now don't drag me, but I hate BMF. I think it is ridiculously ghetto. I think the acting is absolutely horrible. The storytelling is lacking to the utmost power. And I don't understand why people like it other than it's taking you to a point in time where you're reminiscing, or it's also your escapism because you've never experienced what it's like to be around those types of people.
Correct. I mean, yes, I watch TV for entertainment of things that I can't open up my eyes and walk outside and see. Like I try to, or if it's something that is going to be like, if it is something like that, it's like, man, that's a great story.
Mhm.
But we all know how this drug life ends. Ain't nobody but Bumpy Johnson and the dude that snitched. What's the guy that snitched on? What is his name that Denzel Washington played on? Frank White. Ain't none of these niggas lived that long.
No.
So we sitting here
Or
like,
they're in jail.
this is another season of us killing niggas over power.
Boom, boom, boom.
Man. And I mean, and I'm not trying to knock nobody else's stuff, but I promise you, growing up in it and dysfunction, you'd be like, never mind, I don't want that.
It's triggering.
That's how I feel about like Cookie Lions when that got out. It was like, all right, this is going too crazy, and we gonna go to. I'm gonna call y'all from jail. The next thing you know, in the meeting room, hey man, I ain't dead, man. He's in jail. What are we talking about? Where's the story going?
I
Like,
didn't know. Everybody collectively stopped watching Empire at the same time.
Empire was and Cookie. You got to save this family. We got to make another song. You got to get in the studio and make a song for this family. Oh God. And I'm not saying everything needs to be Poindexter, but after a while, like, okay, you get you 1-2 seasons, maybe even 3, and then let's get on with something else.
Yes, because the one thing I will say is that we cry about, oh, well, we have more stories outside of just the gangster, the hoe, the this, that, and the third, which is why I love They Clone Tyrone. Watch that if you guys haven't. But then you don't support the stories outside of that. For instance, if you guys have not watched it, Queenie
Is this one of the things in either?
no. This is just because we're having a conversation. Queenie is a part of the Onyx collection that is on Hulu, where they're representing a lot of Black stories. And it was a book that was a New York Times bestseller about a young girl in her 20s that is just learning how to deal with anxiety and stress and panic attacks and breakups and things like that. But it's a relatable story. And what I love most about it is that they were women that looked like your everyday woman. So, you know, they were plus size, they were voluptuous, you know, they had different shapes, sizes, you know, skin tones, things like that. So it was very representative of the Black culture and then Caribbean culture, because they were British Jamaican, which I thought was awesome. They did a very good depiction of that. They told a complete story. They even told more of a story than what was in the book. And this is honestly the first time that I can say this confidently. I enjoyed the show more than I enjoyed the book. So if you're looking for something outside of the norm and killing niggas,
because you got to kill niggas. You don't want to kill niggas? Then you ain't got the power. Because we got to ghost niggas so we can get the power.
boom, 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 boom. Try watching Queenie. And another thing, all of these episodes don't have to be so long. You can tell a story between 35 to 45 minutes, but you know, sometimes these shows, they're like, oh, we're going to expand this for a whole hour. We're going to create a movie that's 2.5 hours. Don't do that.
That's why I just watch sports. Yay! We won. We lost. Game over. Next. Not all that other. I don't mean to be that type of. I like TV. I just don't like us doing the same shit that you can see. Open your door and like, it looks like power right there. I'm gonna shut the door. You know what I'm saying? You know what was sad?
What's that?
This was really sad, guys.
TV?
No, this is real life.
Oh.
Because I said open your door. Let's talk about real life.
Oh no.
Somebody ran over somebody's kitten. And it was right up the street from me. So like when I turned onto my street, there was a dead kitten in the street and it was ran over. I'm thinking, now how cruel do you have to be to run over somebody's kitten? Because they don't move that fast.
No.
And so you just bloop. Now little Garfield is gone.
That's so sad.
It was. See, now let's make a movie about that. The ran over kitten. See, you got to run over kittens if you want that power in these streets.
Boo, 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 boo. Anyway.
I can't stand those shows. And we all, like you said, we talk about it like, we need that. We're not monolithic, but y'all support it. So because you support it, it makes it seem like that's all we are.
Which I have another. I know you're probably not going to watch it, but what I will say.
Probably right.
There's another show on Netflix. You may have already watched it anyway
What
because it just dropped. Your Honor?
Nope.
Man. So
what is it?
It's a show about a judge whose son commits murder, and he's trying to figure out how he can save him from an organized crime mob because that was the son who was killed, that he killed.
Now,
crazy.
There we go. Now let's talk something.
And it's only 2 seasons.
Let's talk something.
I think you might enjoy that. I'm only on episode 6, but from the first episode, you're just like, what the hell is happening?
Okay, that's good. Because I get bored with stuff. Like I was watching the one with the plane and the people went back.
Manifest? Yeah.
And it was good. Then it got weird. And I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really had to keep fighting with Manifest.
Oh, Bean said that's a good one. So.
Bean, it's my girl. That is my girl. So yes, try Your Honor.
Sure everything stays on.
I think you would definitely enjoy that because that is insane. And
all
it's definitely just like the more you watch, the more you're like, yo, how is this man going to get out of this? So that's my suggestion to you all too. And watch Queenie and watch House of the Dragons and Bridgerton. Promise you. I recommend good TV. I promise you. Where do we even start? Let's start with Marlon Wayans.
I don't have Marlon.
Yes, you do.
Where?
There he is.
Oh, hell no. I thought that was Kid Cudi.
But you do. You have Marlon.
I thought that was Kid Cudi.
No. That is Marlon Wayans, the baby boy. So Marlon decided to do a photo shoot, and he was doing this in representation of Pride and to show support for his daughter, who is now trans. Well, once Marlon, put this on his social medias, and I'm talking about like this today, things went crazy. People went crazy. Now people are accusing him of just like, you're feeding the agenda, you're this, you're that. And we know that Marlon is not one to shy away. So he was firing back left and right and also had a few choice words. But before I go into what it is that he said, do you feel like his support went a little bit too far?
No, I
Okay.
don't, because of who he is.
Okay.
Like I said, I thought it was Kid Cudi. I don't, you know me. I don't have words.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think this is unnecessary. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing it in support of your daughter, cool, whatever. It could be a lot worse, but is it necessary? Nah. I would have rather just seen a normal picture of him and his daughter dressed up, with them, with like some type of pride, like logo, something like that, because that's more about you than it is your daughter. If you're, this is in support of my daughter, a picture of me. What? That's like Father's Day when they say, give your woman a diamond to represent y'all relationship, but it's Father's Day. Yeah, we don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like that. Like, I'm doing this to support my daughter. Well, where's your daughter? I don't know, but this is what I do. No, you're not the one that you're not gay.
No.
Okay, so then why did you do that? Why do people try to steal shine from other people?
I don't know.
Like, if this is Pride Month, then do a photo shoot with your kid in support,
and your niece
in support. Like, so with you behind them, like, I support them, and let them have a photo shoot. But you out here with the balls from DZ Discovery Zone and them tight ass.
That's the other picture.
Yeah, and them corny tight ass Ron Isley pants from the 70s and them whack ass shoes you got on don't help. It just makes us continue to look at you as corny ass Marlon. You just the one we continuously laugh at. I know his brothers was like, what are you doing?
Would you like me to read what he had
Sure.
said? Okay, so the actual caption underneath this photo and a couple of others, it said, "Happy Pride to all my LGBTQ plus peoples. Did a photo shoot with the great photographer Parrish Lewis. Dope pic. Good grief on Prime Video now. Watch it this Father's Day. P.S."
So you were trying to advertise Good Grief, which wasn't funny.
Oh, it wasn't?
I didn't think so.
Oh, I didn't. It says, "P.S. I'm straight. Well, according to my child, cisgender. I just love and support my peoples." So then once he got some backlash.
Why do you have to P.S. I'm straight?
Once he got the backlash, this is what he then had to say.
Let's do it.
And just for the hate mongers, I'm posting another. As a father of a child in the LGBTQ plus community, I show my support. Zero fucks what people think. If I lost you, good. Your hateful ass never loved me in the first place. How can you love anyone when you're too busy judging? Some of y'all funny. I'm a troll. I'll post all day. Happy Pride to all my friends, fans, and loved ones. I am happy. You're happy. Period.
So everybody's like, woo! Marlon supports the pride. He's not Dave Chappelle.
It continues.
Oh, man.
Then he did this photo. It says, "Do I look like I really give a fuck? Happy Pride Month," or Prid, because he forgot the E. Especially to all the hateful dudes out there mad because I'm supporting family and friends. For people to be that homophobic reeks of repressed feelings and desires. Bruh, don't live like that. Come on out. Be you. That's what Pride is all about. Acceptance. I swear I got so many more pics. So then someone then said, "You failed as a father," is what I'm hearing. And he says, fires back, "I should have my niece fuck you with a strap on." Then he says, "I'm not regular. Don't come for me. Just quietly unfollow and fuck off. I will make you question your life and its pitiful existence. On my platform, I support what the fuck I choose. Shitheads like this try to bully, and I'm not that guy. And again, happy Pride, dickheads."
Is this what Pride is about?
No, it's not.
Oh, all right.
Not at all.
So now it's just I don't understand this.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's not necessary.
Mm-mm.
Once you opened the door for it and then got mad because people stepped in how they wanted to step in. So you thought everybody was gonna be like, woo, Marlon. Nah.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's not that people would have a problem with you supporting,
Mm-hmm.
but what was up with the different like picks?
I don't know. Like you said,
I don't understand. Like, I support Pride Month. I support anybody who chooses to love who they love. Who you love and who you have sex with is none of anyone's business. And that's all we talking about. Like, that's where I think people get things mixed up. Where, oh, it's an agenda. No, it's just you being nebby. Because I don't care who you sleep with. And that's what the community is. People who choose to sleep in love with people of the same sex. Or somebody who chooses, or whomever. And then somebody who chooses to identify as whatever they want to identify with. I used to be a person like, that's crazy. Don't try. What do you mean? You know what? If you want to be a horse, be a horse. I don't care. But why do I care?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it's up to me of what I decide to digest from whatever is out here.
Right.
If I see a dude walk down the street in a full-blown dress, makeup, and all that stuff, what does that have to do with me? You happy? Cool. Dress feels great. More power to you. It's nothing that's going to make me be like, now I gotta show how much I support you.
And I think that's where it's a little tone deaf, because did your son ask for this? Did I ask you that when I made this decision to, make my transformation, did I ask you to say, hey, Dad, I want you to go out there and do a photo shoot to show your support for me? I'm pretty sure that wasn't the conversation.
Nah. And, nah.
And I feel like sometimes people go overboard with allyship, because we know this as Black people, when our friends of a different hue, when they just go above and beyond to show that they stand with Black people and Black rights and Black voices. I mean,
like
even
the lady today in Family Dollar.
What?
Now, it was hot as hell. I went to go walk my 2 miles, right? And I get in there and I go get my little Gatorade, and the Black lady, the Black lady was like, it looked like it was hot out there. Yeah, it was hot. Blah, 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 blah. White lady walks past me and she says the same thing. Like, it's really hot out there. You just came from the lake? Yeah, I just came from the lake. Cool. So I get my stuff, get in line. The white lady's talking to the Black lady who was the cashier. Mm-hmm. And she was talking about, yeah, it's going to be hot this weekend. Is the Black lady, it's going to be hot this weekend. And, I need everybody stay hydrated, being the loving Black person that we are. When we're happy that we have a new job, right? Because you can tell that she was a new employee. She wasn't over it yet. And the girl goes, yeah, because I'm going to these Juneteenth celebrations this weekend. Everybody Black just dropped everything they had in their hand. Like, we didn't ask about your Juneteenth celebrations.
We did not.
Even the lady went from happy face to, you want your receipt?
No, that's right. Because girl, what?
We didn't ask for that.
No.
Wait, what are you talking about?
With I don't know if you ever paid attention. Walmart got dragged for this, so I hope they don't pull this shit again.
All the Juneteenth stuff that they did, the Juneteenth ice cream.
It's the freedom for me.
Hey, you know what? That's funny.
I didn't want to cackle, but
that shit is funny. Some of this you gotta laugh at. You know what I'm saying? Because
y'all in a boardroom sat down and said, you know what is going to represent Juneteenth? It's the freedom for me. And y'all all collectively said, yep, let's do it.
Because somebody will buy it.
It's the freedom for me.
Hey, that's the same way Mary J. Blige was singing about chicken on the Popeyes commercial.
Yeah,
so somebody will do it.
That shit. After she ain't do that shit again, she got dragged in her thigh boots for that shit.
Somebody, you know what I'm saying? But it is the freedom for me, because you know what it is. the freedom for me. We're not free, but it's the freedom for me.
Nigga. But that's how this photo shoot feels. Like,
It's the freedom for me.
yeah, come on. You know, like you said, I feel like the statement would have been bolder if you would have done this with your
Stood
child.
beside
Yes.
or behind them in saying who you support.
Yeah. Or like you said, just put a picture up. Happy Pride. I'm proud of you, you know, blah, 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 blah. Continue to live in your truth.
Marlon seems to be a little angry. And I think it was after like he's been divorced, right?
No, he was never married. Because
Well,
he said that no other woman could replace his mom.
so
You didn't see that interview? Yeah, that was a whole thing when he's like, I couldn't love another woman as much as I could love my mom. And, you know, that's why I never married and stuff like that. Yeah.
who we got next?
Okay.
Let's not even because man.
Did we freeze again?
No.
Okay.
But
All right.
or no, I don't know. No. Maybe with the Marlon situation, maybe that is more for you.
So,
Cause what the hell? You can't let too late. We're in it.
okay.
What?
Yeah.
You were supposed to cleave away from your parents to love another person.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the intimacy that you carry for your mother is not the intimacy that you're supposed to carry for a spouse.
Right.
So what are you talking about?
I don't know. It was very odd.
I know can't nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody in their family support that bullshit. Like what?
Yeah. It was very odd. Very, very,
Okay.
very odd.
All right. It seems to be. Okay, let's go. Because
Speaking
I don't
of
want to even
odd-
do that with this nigga.
Speaking of odd, everyone's favorite, I Just Want to Rock kid, little Uzi Vert, just recently paired up with Marc Jacobs and did a new campaign. And we have a photo of it. So
Do we
can
have to
you.
show it?
Yes, we do. There's a visual.
Oh
I
man.
take my time to find these visuals, so we're going to show it. So we have a visual.
We have
Little
two
Uzi-
visuals.
Yes, because this is the campaign. So this is the campaign that little Uzi Vert is doing with Marc Jacobs. If you can remember, in his most recent performance, when he got done, he grabbed his purse and he marched right off stage with it. And JT, his significant other, you know, a former city girl, because they're no longer going by the city girls, they're going by their actual names. She, you know, began to hoot and holler about him, was like, y'all just need to leave him alone and things like that. But we have questions, girl, because what's going on now? If it was like a Scottish
Nah, man.
Scotsman sort
None
of
of that.
thing,
None
no,
of that, son.
No.
None of that. None of that.
no,
None of that.
no.
None of it.
Okay, I tried.
What are we doing?
Maybe it's a punk rock sort of
No,
thing. No,
no.
No.
That's a whole ass purse. Big bag purse. Woman church bubblegum purse. Let's blow it up because what? This? Come on, man. What are we talking about and why? Who defends this?
people,
People? Right.
people, you know.
Here's the thing. If
Uh-huh.
you want to live that rock star life and have that rock star life, that's cool. I ain't going, once again, just like Marlon, whatever.
Mhm.
But where's the balance? If that's what you want to do, Marc Jacobs, cool. This is your brand, it's your line.
Mhm.
But where is the balance for us? Like, because we had Dennis Rodman doing crazy shit. Dennis Rodman was in dresses and all that.
Maybe you
this
feel like
nigga-
that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dennis Rodman put on a wedding dress and married himself.
Yeah.
Run around with Madonna looking crazy. All that. We had those.
Mhm. I heard he was probably the most disciplined player on the court, though.
Yeah. I mean, he was very good in basketball, but off the court, he was weird. But here's what I'm saying. Like, all I got to say is, like, where's the balance? So where is the male rappers that can put something on and then we balance these out? This shouldn't be the focal point. And that's the problem. We see more of this than we do stylish men, which is why I appreciate the Method Mans of the world, because you are an older man who is stylish who's still, relevant in the industry. That's why, I appreciate post Erica Badu Common. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was with her, he was dressing crazy, and he, I appreciate Big Boy, Killer Mike,
Damson Idris, and Michael B. Jordan. And no, he doesn't really
wait
fit
a minute.
in it.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I was going to say Coleman Domingo.
They put that one. No.
But he dresses nice.
The one Essence cover for the one dude was not right. The one I said, now hold on now.
Wait, which one?
The one you just named him.
Damson Idris or Michael B. Jordan?
I don't know. It was one of them was shady, and it's like, you know what?
Or are you talking about Russell Wilson?
Whoa, him. Everything about him is terrible. I'm so glad football season is in so Russell can focus. Like,
let me see who the hell you talking about. Hold on.
Man, our comments paused again. But I appreciate Method Man as well, Bean.
He is delicious. Oh. I don't know. I think that was Russell because you were mad about Russell's
cover. I think because he had on like the fur coat and all that and other. It's like, where's the balance? So we just supposed to walk around with kids wanting to look like a gay Kermit the Frog. I said it.
You did.
I did. And I can't take it back.
You cannot.
But that's what he looks like. Tell me this is not what he looks like. He looks like a gay Kermit the Frog. Bink. Ain't that a dress too? That's a dress.
It's either a dress or a skirt. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? What, Mark Jacobs, what are we doing? Why did you sign up for that? And then you make it even worse because you got the whole little sleeve dip.
Well,
I'm mad. I am. I'm so mad because I just don't like the fact that there's no balance. There's so much of this. And it's just like, stop. If that's what you want to do, here's why I think it's a problem. If you're a man who wants to be a woman, dress like a woman, and do woman things, then stop messing with women and messing them up. Mm-hmm. Because you are not involved with that city girl and all that, and then looking like that.
Was that it?
That's one. But yeah, it's like, I don't like that. Yeah, because remember I told you why they gotta always have everybody in tight red leather.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are no more interested in the city girl than you are anyone else. Mm-hmm. That's not you. You clearly are not that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And once again, balance. For every Prince, there was a Morris Day. Because Prince was like this, right? Prince running around with heels on. And Prince running around with high heels on and women going crazy and all that stuff. And there's the other point. There has to be a line in the goddamn sand. Prince was just whatever. He had songs about being like that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's, ooh, he's so sexy. He's Prince.
It was something about him.
If a guy walked up to you that wasn't Prince, but looked like Prince, dressed like Prince, and talked like Prince, he wouldn't get the same vibe. He would give you like, what are you? Yeah, you got on heels. You got on tight pants. Is this nigga wearing a blouse? But then if Prince does that same thing, hello, would you like to come to my house?
Like every woman has ever said in an interview, there's something
that is
about
crazy.
Prince. Not necessarily about how a man dresses. It was something about him.
So then you get a culture of men who be like, I want to get women like Prince. And then now you got blouses. You're like, you're not Prince, man. Then you get this.
I don't think it's running as rampant as you make it seem.
It so is. Like that whole scene with Marlon would make me quit. If I was his brother, if I was Damon and Sean and all them, I'd be like, bro, why don't you just say you gay? Because why did you do that? And then why did you snap? That to me, that is the definition of zesty. So it is more rampant. It is like all this zestiness that people are seeing. This is that other side of these dudes that this is it. They want to do the Uzi Vert thing. They just ain't got the heart to do it. So they got to mask it with masculinity. And that's the toxic masculinity. When people talk about toxic masculinity, that's it. When you're trying to mask it, when in reality, y'all support this stuff. You don't have to put these clothes on. You don't have to walk around with a flag on to support pride. You don't have, y'all want to do this. But then it fogs the line, because then one minute you get mad, and then, for example, Marlon's comments, now you want to be a nigga. Easy, boy. You just had on a whole rainbow. Relax. If that's what you like it. And don't fog it up. Either you with it or you ain't. And all these in-between people are where, unfortunately, people like yourself and other single women suffer, because there's a lot of in-between fellas who just pick a side.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely some men out here who are on the DL and aren't comfortable with their sexuality, whereas it's like, just nobody's judging you anymore. This is the perfect time, and we say it over and over, to come out. I do feel like Marlon's is a little bit deeper than this, because like you said, he does seem angry, and he's doing a lot to try to become this new guy. Like, he's like, oh, I want to eat healthy, and I'm going through all these like holistic
And
things
I'm gonna tell
and trying
jokes
all
like that people are scared to tell. Hey man, look, here's what you should worry about. Worry about if you're gonna keep the hairline or not, because the history of your family is that you shouldn't keep it. And for some odd reason, you keep coming out with this mohawk and it's not hidden. There's other things on the table that you should worry about. And of all of them, I think Marlon's one of the funniest. That's why I'm like, what are you doing? Don't go crazy now.
Oh, yeah, I think he's having some deeper issues there. Definitely. Not quite sure what's going on. And I think some of it could stem from him losing his mother. But yeah, something deeper is going on there. Not quite sure, but that's his.
He has a whole bunch of brothers help him, because this is crazy. Don't let him fall off the bridge like this. Who do we have next?
But on a lighter note here,
are we talking about all these weirdos that took pictures with Breezy?
I mean, you're mentioning it, so I can go there, but that's not the direction.
Oh, that wasn't next?
No.
Oh, all right.
But very quickly, Lil Wayne. I honestly had no idea what Lil Wayne was doing, but he is resurfacing. And I guess they're giving anybody a Vegas residency now, because he will have one. And this is going to be his first ever. And this will be also the first ever dual residency. And it's saying that it was announced today, crazy, where he will kick off a groundbreaking dual residency at the Vegas Hotspot nightclub and their Dries Beach Club and nightclub this summer. So I'm guessing it's going to be a very short residency. And they say things will heat up with 2 must-see shows. One is going to be on Saturday, June 29th, and the other will be on Friday, July 12th. And they said that fans can expect to hear some of the Grammy-winning rapper's greatest hits, from his early days with Cash Money Records to his illustrious solo career. And they said, and I quote, "We are incredibly excited to welcome Lil Wayne to Las Vegas. His dynamic performances and legendary status make him the perfect artist to launch this transformative residency." Not impressed? Okay. Moving on. Well, congratulations to him. Moving on.
Is it?
Yeah, you know.
The problem is them hits, they've dried up. Them albums is dried up. See, this is where, when people start talking about greatest album or greatest artist alive and greatest rapper alive, see, guess what happened? Guess what released today? A new LL Cool J song. Guess what didn't release today? A new Lil Wayne song.
If I can be honest, I don't even think Lil Wayne is really in the game like that anymore. It doesn't really seem like he enjoys it that much.
That contract that he got caught in with Cash Money Records, that kind of bounded all the Carter, him continuing the Carter, I'm sure was a little bit draining. And, you know, there was some backstabbing going on from the baby who he trusted and things like that. And I get it. But a residency?
Wait, Birdman?
Yeah, I'm sorry, from Birdman. But a residency?
Ain't no telling how much that check is, remember.
I get it. You're gonna get paid. You got to. That's what I'm saying. He got to do it because you ain't got no more hits coming through the pipeline. When LL Cool J is dropping hits and you're still not, then we got to check ourselves right now about what level of stardom we're at. LL Cool J actually released a good song. I listened to that like, what? This is actually very good.
Is it like cookout good or like hip hop good?
It's true hip hop good with Fat Joe and Rick Ross.
Oh, okay.
Great song.
All right.
I was like, this is
Okay.
dope. When I was
Alright.
walking today, like, yo, this is, because when I seen it popped up on title, like, I'm like, oh, no. I'm listening, okay. Beep. This is good. This is good. Then we get to TDS radio and we find out Lil Wayne is in the residency.
Yeah. I'm surprised LL hasn't done one, but you know.
FUBU days is over.
Shut
I
up.
don't think nobody, because when you see a video of this song, I'm like, what in the Lenny Kravitz is he wearing? Once again, who you put those pants on and said, yep, this is it. If I was Rick Ross, and once again, Rick Ross and Fat Joe, you guys are not friends. Because that'd have been like a goat. Not those. You're not young.
Not at all.
He
You're
had
doing
on
progressive
he had on
commercials.
those super duper tight pants, and then they was like really skater wide bell bottoms. You know how the skaters used to do, and they would get wet and look nasty. That's what he had on. I'm like,
was it representative of the song? Like,
not at all.
Okay.
But it was a good song.
All right. So
What am I
breezy.
doing?
I don't know.
Ah, yes.
Breezy.
Let's
So-
move this camera to the side so we can talk about all these idiots.
So let's start with the fact of women have been getting dragged nonstop on social media because they have decided to use their own money to go and purchase a meet and greet with Chris Brown. And for those of you who are familiar with Chris Brown and his meet and greet, he lets his fans have at it. Like he's like, look, however you want to pose, I'm down for it. You spending your money. This is your moment to make things happen. I'm pretty sure with not being too vulgar. But we had the young lady yesterday that I told you about where her boyfriend broke up with her because he didn't like the pose. But then now, as social media does, they're pulling receipts because they're like, now what's going on here? Because there are photos of men after men posing with Breezy themselves. So when we hear things like, oh, you women are crazy, you're doing this, that, and the third. Well, what do you have to say about this? Because this is just a couple. There's so many more out here. And I promise you, I'm not judging anyone for what they decide to do with their coinage, their money. My judgment comes in when you decide to do something like this and your bills haven't been taken care of. Because like, what are we doing? But you can't sit here and judge the women when you got guys who are doing the same exact thing.
So disappointed.
Now, why are you disappointed?
Okay, we're gonna go now. Of all the pictures, this is the one where I'm like, all right, word. Somebody kept it G. But the finger touching dip, what? This picture here is a big what in the
Now,
entire hell.
So you're mad with the
What
fact of how
is
they're
this
posing and not the money.
Touch my fingers. Gay. Like
You're not mad about the money being spent?
you know I am. We already went over that yesterday. I don't give a damn who it is. I'm not paying $1,000 for no picture with you.
$1,100.
Mother effer almost came out my mouth.
It is $1,100
On top of a ticket to do this. I wish the hell I would.
I find it so funny that there was a multitude of guys on
Thank you.
social
They're
media.
so wasting money.
You know,
And you know what? If that is their experience,
yes.
cool. But when you go home and you put that on the wall
You met Chris Brown.
for $1,100,
Mhm.
I don't want to meet no nigga for $1,100. I love Jill Scott. Ain't no way in hell I'm paying $1,100 to take a picture with her. None.
Even if you had the money.
Even if I had the money, there has to be another way I can get to this person besides paying $1,100 for a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, no way. There's no way, because the ticket cost me to get in to see you. Then it's like, okay, I'm gonna take a picture with you for an additional $1,100. And niggas wonder why chips is $6. Just like I'll never forget. I can't remember the congressman who said it. Stop complaining about everything, the economy, because you guys keep spending money. And he is right. Like, if you're looking at this and you're saying, okay, well, times is tough. Clearly they ain't, because every concert, from what I'm seeing, is a multitude of people who are spending an additional $1,100 to take this picture with. So don't complain that times is tough. No,
times are tough. I can see where he's coming from. But the thing is, we have people who have admittedly said that they're inflating the prices because they felt like they wanted to. And we don't have any choice but to buy these things.
Because they're saying you can afford it. You can afford it. You can afford it. And when we do things like this, then you can afford it.
And see, once again, we're gonna have to agree to disagree, because I feel like that's a very small percentage of people where it's like, and we don't know what their financial, status is like. People may have done this and put it on a credit card, and they're severely in debt. Because the one thing I will say is that the one guy that I met that was helping me with my finances, he was like, you would not believe how in debt people are with credit cards, but they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And it's like, okay, that's not hidden information. We know people have been doing that for a long time, but that does not mean, oh, well, because we feel like you can afford it, we're going to raise the prices. No, niggas are out here working 15 jobs to try to survive. And then if they want a little piece of entertainment, we get punished for that. That's ridiculous. No, lower these fucking prices. Fuck that shit.
So would you tell him to lower his prices of his pictures?
Oh, yeah. I think 1,100 is ridiculous. Like, come on, Chris. Come on.
Like, because that's where I'm seeing the problem too. Like, $1,100 on top of what I paid for a ticket is crazy. Now I can see you. If we in the hundreds, I get it. Like, okay, $200, $300.
Yes,
okay,
like standard meet and greet prices,
right? Like, but when you're talking about $1,100, and I just gave you at least $5 for the show, come on. And for people who are going in debt for this, shame on you. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
There's no way. What are our priorities talking about? Because once again, that is the picture that you have. That moment cost you $1,100. That picture will probably not stay anywhere where it's going to be important. Like, and then it's gone. The moment was the show.
Mm-hmm.
The picture, you're not going to hold on and keep that picture. You're not. It's going to go somewhere and it's going to be stashed away. And that artifact cost you $1,100 that has no ability to gain value to it whatsoever unless Chris signed it. That's another thing. Like, is he autographing these pictures?
I didn't look because I can't afford that shit. So.
Like, because if he's not even autographing, that makes it even worse. Like, damn, I don't even have you signing it. We just look like two weirdos right now.
Well, I wouldn't think so. I would think you would probably have to go on the website to get the picture, because I don't think this is something where it's like a Polaroid afterwards, unless you kind of like bring something and say, hey, Chris, do you mind signing this? But yeah.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah. Everything about it is terrible. And I'm not trying to tell people how to spend their money. I really ain't. I just feel like right now,
be responsible.
You made a valid point. Some people are looking for just a small piece of happiness, and to meet you may make somebody's day. It may change the trajectory of somebody's life, and you're charging them $1,100 for that. I can't co-sign that. And we are so fan driven, star driven, that we'll pay it. Where if somebody was like, nah, that's too much, and he wasn't getting nobody to actually do it, guess what would happen? The price would drop.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But because people were like, well,
see what happened with Jennifer Lopez.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, until we as the consumers be like, nah, that's a no.
Right.
but we keep going for it. And I think that was more so like what the congressman was saying, because the congressman wasn't saying it to validate. He was saying it because like at some point in time we have to stand up and be like, nah, now, God damn it, no. And we're not. We just keep, okay. Oh, now there are necessities, right? Like you need your gas for your car, you need food, things like that. But when we start seeing like these prices for these tickets, there's no shortage for the right celebrity. For people, they're selling out.
Oh yeah, especially like a Beyonce, and she has set the standard where she know. First of all, marketing is smart because she always drops her tour around tax season. So it's like, y'all got a little bit of money.
These amusement parks. Chuck just told me about them going to Kennywood. I wish
How much is Kennywood?
I would pay $75 for Kennywood.
For Kennywood?
$75. And remember when it used to be free to park?
Yes.
$25.
So Kennywood?
Chris Brown? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean about us and
Kennywood is this big.
I get it, but once again, it's the memories. You see what I'm saying? Like, so people look at it as okay. It's like I told them, you spend a lot of bread, and all you got is a couple pictures for your memory. Yep, that's it.
$72 for
75, and it's flat across the board
for kids.
I don't think there's any difference for kids. Unless they're under a certain age. But remember, his children, his son is 13, so you paying regular
adult
price.
Prices,
yeah, you paying adult prices. So for at least 3 of them was $75 to go into Kennywood. And you haven't eaten, you haven't drinking.
I gotta eat, I gotta drink, and if I want to play games,
and that's what I'm saying about at some point. No, hell no for Kennywood, but then it's sold out. So then as the consumer and as people are looking at it, you're paying for it because you have a choice that's entertainment. You have a choice to say no and then make the sales go down and say, well, now sales are going down. What can we do? Well, we got to cheapen the prices of the ticket. But if everybody's still running, we in trouble. That's because ridiculous. The people aren't going to stop. They're not going to stop these tickets. I just seen the ticket prices for Anthony Hamilton and the Hamiltons.
Mm-hmm. How much is he charging?
Man, I wish I would.
How much is he charging?
I think his cheapest ticket was like $200.
Anthony Hamilton? Did he even drop any new music?
No.
But he's at Deepak, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Deepak. Their prices just they can't get anything lower than $100.
$200. I'm like,
for Anthony Hamilton
and the Hamiltons.
I wish the hell I would.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and so then now the people are gonna pay that. So then now that means the next person that come in gonna be like, well, if Anthony got 2, I can get 3.
But stay in your lane because there's certain acts where you're going to get a hell of a show. Now, did I spend money for Beyonce? I did, not as much as some people, but I enjoyed the 3 hours that I was there, and like you said, created memories. It was a phenomenal concert, and I can't say enough about it. Just like I know that Usher's concert is going to be a phenomenal concert. But I don't have the funds to sit here and say, oh, and I'm going to see this person and this person and this person and this person. And no, we got to be strategic. It's either Usher or it's this person. It can't be both.
I seen Tony because I don't got no money.
That was good too. Mm-hmm.
I got to go to the old people shows. I'm out here looking at what is my man? He damn. Oh man, what is his name? It's his song, Freddie Jackson. I gotta go to shit like that.
That's
Jam tonight.
That's free at the North Carolina Art Museum.
Nigga gotta go see Freddie. I gotta go see Earth, Wind, and Fire with only 2 real Earth, Wind, and Fire niggas left. Maze with a blown out vocal cord.
I will say there are certain people that are worth it. Now, the meet and greet is completely different. The concert, there are certain people who are worth the money. Not all. Some of you need to stay in your lane. Anthony Hamilton is one of them.
I'm getting old. And I know it's me. It's me. It is me. Because I don't understand paying that much for majority of the people who are out there. I love Jill Scott to death. I'd be damned if she get $400 from me. I'd be damned.
No. I don't feel like her ticket should be $400 because you're not an entertainer.
$375 plus tax.
No, when you are an entertainer, then I can see, because there's all sorts of, like Beyonce's concert, there was all sorts of shit happening. You know, they were balancing on sticks. She was flying over the damn crowd, the horse, there was trumpets dancing, all it was crazy. She's an entertainer. But when you are just an artist, where I'm literally just watching you on stage sing, you should not be charging anything over $100 for your tickets.
All right. Jill Scott tickets 2024. Let's look at this. It don't even, all her
She's
stuff
not
was,
even torn, right?
Yeah, her stuff is overseas. But somebody gave it a 2 stars and said it wasn't worth my damn money.
There we go. I told you.
Jill's a great singer.
But she's not an entertainer.
Yeah, after 30 minutes, I was ready to go. Damn, you gonna give her 2 stars? No, don't do that to Jilly from Philly. But okay. On to
the next. This is our final story, and then we are going to
Weirdos.
move into our messy letter, and then we have a returning just scrolling. So, the singer and songwriter Vito.
Oh no!
What?
I have to take a break.
Oh, here we go.
It's 7 o'clock. TDS Radio. We'll be right back. Aha!
All right, we're back. Because what? Um,
Don't drink water before the show.
I was drinking water.
Not me. I can't. Because Okay, why?
No.
Not quick question. No, it's just because one of the pitfalls of having to take blood pressure medication is it makes you pee. Like literally, I'm almost like when it was 7 o'clock, and I was like, oh no, it's literally almost every 2 hours. So if I don't drink anything, then my stomach hurts because it's like you should be peeing. So I have to stay hydrated.
What?
Yeah, because the pill is used to just flush me out, keep me peeing.
Ridiculous.
That's why I'm walking every day for 2 miles to get off of this crap because I'm like, I'm tired of peeing. It's old dude. This old dude. Never mind. This is at the doctor's office, and I'm sitting there waiting for my results. I had to take, I had to get blood drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And the old dude is on a blood pressure medication too. He goes, "What do they give you, son?" I said, "Well, I got a blood pressure medication." Oh my God! You know what? That makes my penis hole burn.
Wait, what?
Old people just don't stop. I said, well, why? Wait. I said, should I talk to my doctor? He was like, no, it's from all the peeing. It's going to make you pee all the time. I got to wear a diaper at night. I said, oh no.
Sir, how old are you?
He was older. And I was, because I was concerned. Because what I don't want to do is wear a diaper at night.
No. I'm not going to say, are you too lazy to get up or you really can't hold it?
Well, it's clockwork, yo. Like, so literally, like you'll be asleep. And then I gotta go. So if you're an older person that can't get on the scoop, you probably don't have to have a diaper on. So the moral of the story is take care of your health.
Please, because
it sucks. So I know another brother who was on the same thing, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I had to get off of it because all I did was kept peeing. Like literally, if I don't, I have to stay hydrated because next thing you know, I'm like water because all I do is pee." So I'm not sick. For people who are like, Coach, your face don't look right since you started. Water weight. I'm telling you. Then when I walk, you should see how the sweat is, just because it just cleanses, it gets you out, it gets everything out of you. But what the wild part is though, I feel a lot better. So I guess it needed to happen. And then pay attention to the color of your pee, y'all. It's Men's Health Month. Pay attention to the color of your pee, y'all. Because now I think this is the color my pee was supposed to be. Because before it looked like beer.
What?
It was dark. I was dehydrated. No. So yeah, pay attention. Now I think it's normal. But before I was like, oh, is this what your pee is supposed to look like? Because of all the water I'm drinking. And juice. Like I drink real juice. I don't drink concentrated stuff. I drink like real pineapple juice, real cranberry juice. And then everything else is just like water, or some form of sparkling water, clear, not what's the and simply you got to pay attention to that because you have simply lemonade, you have simply limeade, but then like the fruit punch is not simply.
No.
And the pineapple juice is not simply. But when it was 2 for $5,
you didn't give a damn.
I'm taking it all. It was no different than the Minute Maid stuff right? Coach is trying to get healthy. So who are we talking? All right,
so let's go to the messy letter and then we can do the other two stories for just scrolling.
Didn't mean to tell you about my pee life.
I don't know what was happening there.
Because it feels good to be normal. Because I promise you, it was dark. I'm like, to the point where I was concerned that I thought my kidneys were failing. Who wants that, right?
All right.
Now I'm out here like, now I'm that guy. Where's Coach been? He hooked up to the machine. He got his kidneys is failing. Oh, but then they'll still watch because you're on. But then if it was reversed, nobody would watch.
Let's get to the messy letter. Are you guys ready? Because this just went downhill and it's so depressing. Like the fuck?
Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? You better laugh and get right before you be in a bad situation. It's time for
Thank you. messy letter. All right. So this one is anonymous. And I will say.
Sorry, cuz. I mean,
Because what the fuck?
Sorry.
I'm going to need some help with this letter because it's all over the place. So this one says, post anonymous, please. I have been seeing a guy for 4 years. He is in a relationship with another woman, which has been over 20 years. They are not married, but living together and has an 18-year-old daughter that lives with them.
So you're not in a relationship. What type of letter is this?
I told you I'm going to need some help with it because it's a lot. I was with this guy first. I was this guy's first girlfriend in our teenage years, and he was so in love with me. For years, when he would see me around, he would go all the way out to speak to me. I am currently divorced from a 15-year marriage, 25-year relationship. I told his girlfriend about us, and he and I stopped seeing each other for 3 months. Then he called me one day, and we haven't stopped seeing each other since. Do I love him? Yes, I do, but I'm not deeply in love with him. He has jokingly said he loved me several times, but I never take him seriously. I never would say I love you to him. My thoughts, is he really telling me how he feels? Note, I live with my elderly mother who needs my care. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but yeah.
I don't understand the letter. You got to read it again.
Okay.
Because all the dates and times are.
It's all over the place.
Right.
Yes.
So this person is with this person for 4 years.
Yes.
The
She's
other
been
person,
seeing a guy for 4 years.
She's been seeing this dude for 4 years. She
Mhm.
was in a relationship for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is in a relationship on the other side for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that you're already the side piece.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what is the
So then I guess after her divorce, after she had a divorce, she decided to bring hell to his family and told his girlfriend about them sneaking with each other.
So she told the 20-year-old relationship.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. She said, I told his girlfriend about us, and he and I stopped seeing each other for 3 months. Then he called me one day, and we haven't stopped seeing each other since. Do I love him? Yes, I do, but I'm not deeply in love with him. He has jokingly said he loved me several times, but I've never taken him seriously. I would never say I love you to him. Is he really telling me how he feels? Is her question, not the fact that you have been a
You
side
ruined
chick.
this shit. He came back.
Yeah.
That's it. That is literally the letter. You got mad, ruined his shit, and then he came back
Because
3
her
months
shit was
later.
ruined.
Because now your shit is ruined. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Toxic relationship, toxic bond, terrible setup. Terrible. That is terrible.
Yeah.
So then now you guys are in bond only because the other 2 relationships you guys were in didn't work.
Right. And his didn't work because you told his girlfriend after you had a divorce after 25 years.
Crazy work.
Mm-hmm.
What is her question?
She wants to know, is he really telling her how he feels?
Shit. You know what? Y'all been lying to each other off and on for however long y'all known each other. So what? This lady is crazy, and so is the
As
letter.
hell.
Oh man.
Because I don't know why she decided to add the PS. I live with my elderly mother who needs my care.
Y'all better not be on my property. Or you and your elderly mother getting the hell out. That's because crazy comments deserve crazy answers, and that's the crazy answer. Because what are you talking about?
I don't know.
I live with my grand. So is that supposed to cause us to be like, oh no, you were wrong
As hell.
You told and blew that man's relationship up, and you're like, oh, is he telling me the truth? If you shut up, you should have just kept your mouth shut.
Because you thought, and I'm pretty sure this is what happened, your husband found out about the 2 of y'all because y'all had an affair for 4 years strong. Then he went ahead and divorced you. So then now you're living with your elderly mother who needs your care when probably you're living with her because you don't have any money. And you want this guy to be with you, but it's
you want us to feel sorry for you.
That's
P.S.
what I'm
I'm
thinking.
living with my elderly mother.
That's what I'm thinking.
So then you tried to make his relationship miserable so that you can move in that house because you're in the street.
Because then she also mentioned that the 18-year-old is living with him. Why do we need to know that information?
18-year-olds living with who?
With the guy that she was having the affair with, because she said that it's him Then he was in a relationship for 20 years. And then he had an 18-year-old that was living in the house. Why do we need that information?
Because you're trying to get in, but keep living with your elderly mother. Make sure she's taking her pills and going to the bathroom on time and not having skin breakdown.
That's your advice.
Mm-hmm. Because you're a terrible person. Terrible. You're a terrible. You are a terrible. I'm on my Charles Barkley. You are a terrible person.
Yeah. And the guy is probably only saying I love you because he's like, well, I don't have
my
any other
whole
choice.
Relationship is destroyed, and now I got to pay alimony and well, not child support. Thank you, Jesus. But now I got to pay alimony. So
no. That was just his girlfriend. They weren't married. She was married.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then now she left me, and she was probably helping me pay these bills, and then now I got to pay all the bills, and this is terrible. So guess what? I love you. Want to move in? Because you can take these 2 bills up off me, cable and the electric. We good with that? All right. Because I'm going to cheat on you too.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm going to cheat on you too.
How are you in a 20-year relationship, but then you're also having a 4-year affair? And then he got mad at you, stopped speaking to you for 3 months. So I'm guessing in that 3 months time, they tried to make it work. It didn't work. Or he tried for 3 months consistently to try to get her back. And she said no. And then he was like, well, I got my old faithful, which is you.
Yep. Yep. That's where we're at. I ain't got nothing else for it. Yep. Crazy is as crazy does.
Yeah. So sis, I don't even know what advice to give you.
There is none. The question was, is he telling me the truth?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, he lied to his woman for 4 years.
We don't know. And I'm gonna tell you something else. We don't care.
No.
We don't care. Deal with it.
And living with your elderly mother.
What does that say?
Convenience. Yeah,
that's all that is.
Yeah. Because, ma'am, you know damn well.
Sit your ass down. Sit your black ass down somewhere.
Yeah. Because the other thing is, what happened? What's going on with you and your husband?
He found out. And then that was that. You know, there's a lot of hurt people out here doing dumb stuff. And I would hope that people would start to do a little better, because this letter is written by a person who is selfish. And the other person was selfish. The only 2 people that were getting hurt in this situation are the girlfriend of the guy and then her husband.
Mm-hmm.
You're ruining homes. Why? For what? If y'all want to be together, then just be together. Why ruin somebody else's life, man? Like, that's not right. Like, don't do that. Now you're with your elderly mother changing diapers. See, life comes at you fast.
And you have nobody.
And you have nobody. Now you out here with your elderly mother.
And divorced.
With knitted Afghans on the furniture.
All right. Okay. So we are going to move on.
And that old people smell. You know how you go in the old people's house, it always smell like old people.
Mothballs.
Yeah, and you be like, damn. And they don't smell it, and they want to offer you food, and you're like, Why do y'all house always smell like neck bones?
In that case, I'll take a plate.
Ew.
I love neck bones. I don't care what you say.
Neck bones and oxtails. Why do we eat those?
Ooh, neck bones are delicious with some white rice and gravy. I will fuck a plate up. You know, I don't care. I'm like, neck bones, you say?
Neck bones and oxtails. Why do we eat those?
Now, I will say I've never had oxtails.
Why are we eating that?
I heard they're delicious.
Not gonna do it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not gonna do it. Mm-hmm. You are gonna try it?
I will try just about anything. Mm-hmm.
You didn't tap what?
You didn't tap. When it comes to food, I will.
So you done tried the chitterling?
I have tried that.
Oh my God.
It was disgusting. It tastes
There
like a
ain't
rubber
no
band.
way in hell.
It tastes like a rubber band. It was not good, and I will
I'm
never
not
ever eat
eating
chitlins again.
none of that shit.
Literally.
Do you hear me? None of it. Mm-mm.
I definitely tried it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't see what people see in it. I don't understand how they enjoy it. I don't know why you think that it looks pleasing even on your plate. It looks disgusting. Never again.
Yeah, no, I'm not eating that shit. I don't even know how because her grandma.
Old people's
You
said their houses smell like neck bones.
It stinks. You walk in an old person's house that ain't been properly cared for, and you be like, damn. Now you living in that house with her, my elderly. When you say elderly, that means that this woman is old, good old. So you got to help bathe her.
Let's move on.
Oh, because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. So you got a divorce. You got a divorce, and now this is where you're at. It's crazy work.
Speaking of crazy work, so I'm pretty sure if you guys have been hanging out with us for some time, you've seen the show where they pop the balloons when it's a dating show. They pop the balloons when they're not interested in someone. Now, there has been a repeat offender on there. We've actually featured a video of him on our show, and Ken has ripped him to shreds. Well,
he's the guy that talks like this.
He is back. He is back, and he allegedly is looking for love. And the latest clip of this doctor has since gone viral. And I want you all. I
don't think he's a doctor.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think he's a doctor, but let's check it out.
Yes.
This is the clip?
Yeah.
Let's check this guy out. This is one of those gray area guys. That's what I'm going to start calling him so that nobody get offended. Gray area guys. Not quite hetero, not quite homo. Kind of
shit. You ain't even got the video queued up. Oh, yeah.
Why must you do me like this? I was trying to stall time, and then now you want to pull out the fact that I don't have a video queued up. I know I ain't got the goddamn video queued up. That's why I was talking. Shit.
He gets rejected because he's arrogant.
He's back.
All right. If we can have your name.
That was so fast.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Dr. Elam.
So we did get a couple of pop balloons here. Let's go over to some of these ladies and see what's going on.
Please, let's.
Your name and age.
I'm Jador. I'm 31.
And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Dr. Elam, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome. I feel like you are extremely arrogant. And I feel like you're probably going to have a hard time because you seem like the type, like a know-it-all type of guy. And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even when you know it all, you don't know everything. You know, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further. And I say that with all the respect in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's your dentist?
Who is my dentist? Not you, sweetheart. And I'm just going to leave it right there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'm not your dentist.
Yeah.
If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30. Yeah, it was just the arrogance for me. I love a man that's very confident. Like you, I'm gonna toot your horn every chance I get. But I think you toot your own horn, so I don't think I would be able to accommodate that every day. I like my space, I like quiet, I feel like every day would be something not negative, but just the energy would just be very high for me.
It sounds like self-love is something that's challenging for you.
Self-love? Oh no, baby, I'm sorry.
Because if you loved yourself, then you wouldn't have any problem loving me.
Oh, I love myself a lot, and I want to be able to love someone as much as I love myself, but I feel like you love yourself so much that there wouldn't be any room for me to love you.
That sounded good, but it also didn't make very much sense.
That's
because
fine.
Love isn't a container. Love is something that you are. So I love myself. I've worked on myself, and I understand the tools that it takes to practice self-love.
Okay.
And so worked on myself, and I understand the tools that it takes to practice self-love.
Okay.
And so space and time isn't really an objective field that you need to use as a barometer to see if it's possible, if we can love each other.
What?
It's either you love yourself and you can share that, or you're uncomfortable with it. And so I feel that you're also uncomfortable with me loving myself as much as I do. And it's coming off as arrogance.
Yeah, you do.
So my confidence is triggering you because
No,
it's
no.
reminding you.
I love confidence.
It's not about you not having self-love. It's about you not appreciating the self-love in other people. And that is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. The term is called projection. When you see me shining, it reminds you that you're not shining enough.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, so when I said that I melt in confidence, that kind of went over your head?
Melting in confidence is
Self-love, confidence, all that in my man is very important to me because I don't want to date a man that does not love himself because then he won't love me as much. The level of love will be different.
Look, I'm really trying to follow you.
I know,
all right?
I know, but it's okay.
But your ego won't allow you to take responsibility for your lack. And
My
that's
lack?
okay.
But I don't lack anything, babe.
I done popped y'all's balloon before you even got to know Dr. Elon. What a shame. What a shame.
Is it though?
Thoughts? You all? What do you guys think of Dr. Elon?
We need that clip from Riley when he be like, "Ugh, that nigga gay." Y'all can get mad at me and say what you want to say. That man is just as gay as he want to be.
Well, that was the general consensus in the comments. People were just like, I don't even know why he's trying. He does not like women at all.
No.
Did anything that he said make sense to you?
No. Yes,
he's terrible.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying about a guy like that. Ranting takes energy, and I have to muster up the energy to go in on this Negro. He was not listening to what was being said to him. And his arrogance would not allow him to take responsibility for the fact that the woman is saying, you love yourself so much that there's no space for me to love you anymore.
Right.
And whatever he was saying was crazy.
That love is a container.
Yeah, love
you
is
can't see that you don't love yourself.
Yeah, he wanted to actually, he was projecting on her about how he feels about him. And the way he was holding the microphone told me everything I needed to know.
I didn't even pay attention.
He was resting it on his shoulder like this.
Oh.
Yeah. That told me everything I needed to know. Men who go out their way to demean women for no reason, like when he was like, "Oh, who's your dentist?" That's not what we're here for, sir.
Right.
We're not here for this. And at this point in time, there's a reason why you're lonely and you're a doctor. Allegedly, you think you know it all, and there's nobody who's going to deal with that. And somebody should just openly say, you need to stop asking for the women to pop balloons and ask for what you like. Men, this is a gray area guy. No man that I know would look at him and be like, I agree. We would just be like, whose man's is this, yo?
Like the clip?
Yeah, whose man's is this? And then now everybody gonna be like, I don't know who that nigga came with. I thought that was your boy. Nah, that ain't my boy. Nah, because that's not how men operate around women. That is a definition of zesty. And yes, he is listening to respond, and he's not listening to hear what they are saying.
No, not at all.
And he
not
does deserve to be booed. Boo this man.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got you.
He
you.
is terrible.
I
yes.
got you.
Yes. He's listening to respond, and yes, he isn't listening to. He's listening to respond, not listening to hear what is being said. Absolutely, I agree. That guy is terrible.
Absolutely horrible. He's
He's
a nightmare.
I don't have a lot to say about it because I already said it the first time, And the second time, this would just be like me just drilling the point home even more. Men don't operate like that. They just don't. And if you get denied, that's fine. You go on to the next. But ain't no man gonna be like, so who's your dentist? It definitely isn't me. The problem is the term is projecting. And so what's happening is I'm shining and you can't handle me shining. So then it's a problem for you because love is a container. What? Ain't no man doing all that.
No one. And the crazy thing is every single last woman popped their balloon. Like, you are a walking red flag. Not a single woman wants to be bothered with you. And it's like you're on some sort of mission to try to literally make every single woman that you come across feel this big.
Because you are not happy with yourself. Let's go back to how the mic. Well, no, we're not doing that because we got to go down the video to see it. He was holding the microphone on his shoulder like this. Like a purse.
I didn't even pay attention. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm paying attention to everything about him, from his mannerisms to how he's taught. What man? He's almost posing because he's like standing and then slightly leaning back. Well, no man stand like that. That's real Mark Jacobs,
Lil
Uzi Vert. No man poses when he's talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was contorted his body like it was a Tyra Banks shoot from that TV show she used to have.
Yes, he's acting like a city girl and is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's real. Some would call him bitchy.
Oh yeah, and I wonder how old he is.
Too damn old
to be acting like that. Absolutely, I'm gonna put him somewhere in his 30s. Yeah,
too old. He contorted. Imagine me talking to you like this and contorting myself with a microphone on my shoulder like this. And I'm staring. Yes, and I'm staring at you and speaking to you in this tone. Who is your dentist? It's definitely not me. Everybody should have just turned around, about face forward, march, and just walked out.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not me.
And that's the thing, like, I'm not going to go back and forth with someone who's not listening.
That's a sound bite. It's definitely not me.
We can make that happen. But I appreciate these ladies because it's like there are some that are like, I'm going to try to get that one little jab in. For him, you're going to have to go hard, and he may not even hear that, but it's not worth it. I'm not going to frustrate myself. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Because you're in your own little world, you're only hearing what it is that you want to hear, and some people like that just allow them to stay in their own delusional world. But
the jab is to not entertain it.
Yeah.
So why did you pop your balloon? You can go to the next person. I can tell by the threads of your shirt that me and you wouldn't get together. Okay. Like, you got to be that type of person. Right. Okay. Is he still standing in front? Why are you still standing in front of me? Go to the next person. See, that's an energy that you bring. I had a friend that he reminds me of.
I think I know the friend you're talking about.
And it was always gray area. Like, man, hey. But that's the type of tone he would take with women. You'd be like, what? You know, Block, I just didn't have that vibe. That it was just something. No, it's just you, nigga. I am so tired of us.
Yeah.
In this capacity. Like, I love us, but I get tired of that type of stuff. I can't stand that show.
Yeah.
Because the one girl, I watched this brother he was 43 years old, and he just had on his casual clothes. Casual, just some sneakers, jean, jacket, and a hat. She said, ain't nothing wrong with you besides the fact that you came on here with a hat. I would think that you're coming to meet somebody, you would come different. And you got sneakers on. He said, but you got sneakers on. She was like, yeah, but that's not the point. They go with my outfit. This is how shallow people are.
Yeah.
Like, and then the one girl said, "You fine? There's nothing wrong with you. It's just I got on heels, and I like for my men to be shorter and look up to me." He was like, "What?" Yeah. She said, "I like for my men to look up to me when I wear my heels, and me and you are eye to eye." And he literally was like, "What?" Yeah, that happened.
Girl, go to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I just don't understand that, man. Like for me, I don't understand one subjecting myself to the balloon popping.
Right.
Because what am I supposed to get from somebody who immediately sees me and all of a sudden pop?
Right.
Like,
And it's okay. If I'm not your cup of tea, that's fine. But what I don't like, you said, what I don't like is when they try to harp to get more out of the person because you want to try to cause drama and get clickbait. So it's like, well, let's see why this person rejected you. I don't give a damn. Like, I'm not going to go back to every single person that swiped left on me on an app to be like, well, why did you swipe
why
left?
are we not talking to the people who have a balloon first? Now, in his case, everybody popped. So we got to go down the line.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's true. Yeah.
If there are people who have a balloon still, I don't want to talk to the people who dissed me. I want to talk to the people who have a balloon. That show sucks. And so does the lighting. But they're getting paid more money than we are. So maybe we should line some people up and start popping balloons.
I was going to say, now, granted, you might not like the show, but it is genius. It is a very, very simple concept, and people are watching it, and it's going viral, and it's happening. So think of something very, very simple so that we too can go viral.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Dating wise?
Maybe. Why not? That's what's hot right now. Oh, I have an idea, but I need to see if it's been done.
Male or female? So what if it has?
You think so?
Yeah. Male or female? Are we looking for men to date women or women to date men?
Either or.
I don't know. I can come up with something. We can try it.
We have plenty of places to film. I say we go for it and let's see what happens.
Any ideas? It's TDS speed dating?
Oh.
So here's the problem with speed dating. You got to have the same balance of people. And men tend not to do it. So then now you might end up with 16 women, but 7 dudes circulating amongst the 16 women. And that's lucky if you get 7. Because I was looking into speed dating, but most dudes, I ain't doing that.
And then you just get weirdos.
But you know why they're not doing it? Because they have to figure out how to have a conversation in face-to-face mode like that. So then now all they can ask is, what you do 50-50? Is that a problem? What you do 50-50?
What you bring to the table?
What you bring to the table? How many kids you got? When the last time you had sex? What's your body count? Same questions over and over again. That's all you gonna get. So you would have to have like cue cards for Negroes. Like
some places do. They actually have like a sheet of questions that you can ask each other.
I gotta figure something out. Maybe we can. We have space. We have things. We have access. We have things.
And you know what? We can recruit some of these guys off of these dating sites. Be like, hey, I'm solely on. I mean, that's what they do for Love is Blind. Love is Blind and all these shows. They actually set up a profile on these dating apps to find people. And they say that they're a recruiter, and then they hit them up on either social media or through dating apps and say, hey, would you like to be a part of this social experiment? So maybe I should do that. Find some guys.
Bring back Love Connection.
What was the point of that game?
The audience picked who you should go out with, and then you came back after you went out to see if like the date worked. And then they revealed who people picked, what the percentage was of people that was picked.
We could do that.
We have the ability to do that. What does this say? I can't see.
Bean said I was going to ask, how do you get the men to come out? So that's just one way. And I feel like that's probably one of the only ways, because the guys that are in relationships.
Yeah. I mean, I need to meet some guys that are not in relationships and see what they think. Cause it'll make me mad. That's why I'm saying, like, if I get a whole bunch of weirdos in there and everybody just want to be wallflowers and don't nobody want to talk, you got to figure out how to to provoke conversation, because you'll get guys that are in there and just sipping on drinks and staring at women like they're at a zoo.
Well, if, like you said, we do the love connection, then you can have the host that can kind of gauge that conversation, right?
Yeah, you can. You can. We can make it a thing, but the problem is just making sure we find a guy and 3 women and which one he would want to pick, and then a woman and 3 men and which one she would pick.
I will switch. I am totally fine with switching my stuff over and saying that I'm a recruiter for a dating show.
Because if we did it, that would be dope. Now you get no, we don't keep talking about it. Give somebody an idea.
Yeah, no, shut that shit down immediately.
People
But yes,
oh, keep talking.
Yes.
And so what's next?
Right.
Sponsors.
And that whole thing, yes, we need to delete this episode.
Delete the episode or just this part?
Well, because it's live and it'll stay on here. So we would have to delete the episode and then we can probably just re-upload it.
Ain't nobody gonna do it. You know why? Because nobody has the ability to get men out. We just talked to a lady yesterday. We just talked to Miss Leanna, who is a therapist, and she said her biggest problem with having things is getting men out. The trick is getting the men out. So we got to keep that quiet, however that may be.
Well, I already know. I said one way.
I'm sleepy. So for our dads, man, tomorrow is this weekend is Father's Day, and tomorrow's not Juneteenth. It's Juneteenth. That's my brain. Tomorrow ain't that Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is on
Wednesday of next week.
Yes.
All right. Well, fuck Juneteenth. We got black ass brunch that's coming up. That's more important than Juneteenth celebrations, because how many times we gonna keep seeing the same kente cloth stuff? Black ass brunch though, July 13th.
Yes.
We need y'all to come up and show out and have some fun and eat and play cards and chill out with the sibs.
I finally learned how to play Phase 10. Is that what the game is called?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
We got the cards. Whatever anybody want to play. Cool.
You need to go to bed.
Whatever anybody wants to play.
My nigga, you're just
tanking rapidly. And I don't even know. Yeah, I do. I was out in that goddamn sun getting beat down, walking those miles. But also, what I do want to tell you guys is next week we took a break today because I think Wednesday and Thursday was kind of heavy in reference to speakers. And I really want folks to go back, and if you have a family member or anything like that you just may be concerned about, it doesn't even make a difference if it's a woman or a man. Just go back and listen to some of the things that were said with the therapist that we had on Wednesday, which was James Perkins. And then yesterday we had Miss Leanna, who also is a therapist. And they shared some great information along with the healing consultant. There was some great information there that I feel is extremely beneficial for those who may be suffering in silence and don't want to say, or may not have someone to say something to, or feel comfortable in vulnerable spaces. We talked about all that. So I do urge people to go back to the YouTube. I will be cutting some of the clips up so that people can go back to it. And I even thought about separating it specifically so people can go straight to it without having to watch the whole episode. Because there was some value. That was free therapy that was given yesterday and the day before. But then also use the social media contacts if you do need those people. That would be James Perkins. And I don't specifically know Leanna's practice information, but contact them if you need some help, because there's a lot of people suffering. And as you were talking about, I had a dude cuss me out over a cigarette that I couldn't give him. Should I tell the story? We got time?
We have time.
We have time. Okay. So yeah. Okay, guys. Here we go. All right, stay with me. Here we go. Yesterday, getting off the exit, going home from the interstate. Okay, so I get off the exit, and of course, down here in Raleigh now, every single time you come off an exit, there is a panhandler there. But we do have, no one's really talking about it, but we do have a large group of homeless people
Mm-hmm.
in our city. It's starting to get really bad, and I don't, it's getting bad. But this one particular brother was at the light in the median, all right, and my windows were down because I was trying to get some breeze in the car. He gets really close to the car and puts his head to my window and says, "Can I have some change?" I said, "I don't have any change. I'm sorry. I wish I did." "God damn, you mean I gotta go to jail without these cigarettes?" So I'm looking at this dude because now it turns into, all right, we about to have a problem. I said, "I'm sorry, my brother. If I had something, I promise I would give it to you." "You can help me, motherfucker." So I slowly rolled the window up and pull off.
How you asking me for money and or cigarettes because you about to go to jail and then call me motherfucker because I say I ain't got it?
You yelled at me, and I got yelled at by a panhandler. "You can help me, motherfucker. You can help me." He sounded more like that. "You can help me, motherfucker. I gotta go to jail with those goddamn cigarettes." "Well, I don't see anybody arresting you, sir. What is going on?" Window up. Then I go to the grocery store last night. That's earlier in the afternoon. Then I go to the grocery store in the night. I go get my little stuff, little fish sandwich. But they had shut down all the lines, and the only lines that were open were the self-serve lines. And there was a lady in front and a lady in back. Now, the lady in back had a welfare card because you can see everything in there is what people buy when they have stamps.
Oh. It's time for us to go.
We're gonna act like we don't know when we see corn dogs and all that type of shit that you don't have stamps. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the only one that knows what a stamp card looks like.
Nigga.
Y'all know what
is
stamp
the
cards look
relevance
like.
to the story?
All right, we're gonna go there because people are on the edge. They need therapy. Now, the stamp card lady is behind me. Now, everybody else seems to be just holding a few little items because it's like we all counting coins and pennies.
Yes.
The stamp cart lady got the, loud on the phone, speaking on the phone, open, leaning on her stamp cart with all the groceries while everybody else is looking at her like, we should kick this shit over. I promise you I wasn't the only one. So the lady in front of me gets out of line. And then when the lady comes back to get back in line, you hear from stamp cart lady, "Bitch, get to the back of the motherfucking line." So then now I'm in between stamp cart lady and couple grocery lady.
Couple grocery lady.
Couple grocery lady literally just went to go get like a green pepper or something. She had forgot something. She had bread, green pepper, and some other stuff, like a box of cereals, and I think she was holding some juice. Nothing major.
Just a couple things.
Couple things. Now, this was like a scene out of Atlanta because I'm in the middle and stamp cart lady, "Bitch, get in the back of the line because you left out of the line. You ain't gonna just be walking back up and getting in your place." She said, "Ma'am, I just needed to grab a green pepper." The line didn't even move.
The fact that she called her man after this shit called her bitch.
Yeah, because you know why? Nobody wanted no drama because stamp cart lady looked like, what would you think she looked like?
Super big.
Check.
Big titties.
Check.
Stomach is possibly protruding. Cleavage.
Check.
Bonnet. Slides.
Check. Crocs.
Okay, I was gonna go there next.
Mhm.
Piercings, tattoos, titty tap, possibly.
Couldn't tell all that, but what type of shirt do you think she had on?
Cami.
What is a cami?
Like a tank.
There we bing, 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 bing. But then you're gonna get mad at me because I'm saying stamp cart.
Was it a nude color?
No, it was white.
Oh, okay.
It was white.
I was gonna say nude, white, or black.
So she's behind with that shit. And I'm in the between. And I'm thinking, I hope nobody asks me any questions. And what do stamp? So what you think? You just gonna let her get back in front of you?
Ma'am.
I said,
Ma'am.
well, she just got a couple items. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I do. It's some bullshit. She need to get back in the back of the line. So then the lady snapped back. Well, ain't nobody waiting with you and all them damn circus groceries.
Circus groceries.
Because that's what her cart. There was nothing of any nutritional value in this woman's trip. Not a stitch of vegetable, nothing. Everything was processed. She told her she had fucking circus groceries. This is at 10 o'clock in the grocery store.
And all this arguing, she could have checked out by now and been out.
But nobody, here's what's funny. We couldn't move because they only had the self-serve open.
Mm-hmm.
So then one lady happens to count a drawer out and go sit in another drawer. And then when she sat in the drawer, she called people over.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, that's what rectified the situation. But prior, security had to come over for stamp cart chick because she wouldn't let it go. But I just saying she got out of line and he gonna let her back in.
But y'all haven't moved any faster, did you?
So I was just like Childish Gambino. I mean, she just had a couple groceries. I just want to go home. I've been cussed out by a homeless guy. And now you're on the bullshit.
Right.
Like, I just looked at her like, and the other guy, the lady was gracious enough to be like, thank you for, at least not, making a big deal of, because it wasn't a big deal. We didn't move.
Yes.
I could see if we were moving and then it's like, come on now, you got out of line.
Right.
And then I did say like, well, it'd have been a little different if you had a cart, but you didn't have a cart. So nobody knew what you were doing. But I'm thinking, why the fuck am I explaining myself? I just got buns and some fish and some cheese. 3 items. I just want to get out of here. Stamp basket back here. It's some bullshit. I don't know why she on the phone holding it this way, holding the phone this way. This bitch want to get in front of people and cut lines and everything. And the lady, so when the other lady opened up, me and her went over to that line. And she turned around and looked at that lady and said, I'm going to pray for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bitch, don't pray for me. Pray for yourself. That's when everybody kind of looked like, we just want to kick over your cart.
Right.
Because the dude behind her was looking at her like, what? She had all that. She had wick milk in there. She had them pink bag of animal crackers. Corn dogs, the blue box. She had noodles. Hawaiian punch, multiple flavors. There was nothing of any nutritional value.
A fucking circus grocery.
She had circus groceries.
I would have lost my shit. Damn it.
Because you don't have nothing in there with no real meal. Everything was processed.
Was this an older black woman?
Which one?
The one that said circus groceries.
Probably around my age, in her 40s, maybe. She handled it like a G.
Oh my goodness.
You and your circus groceries. And when you look and you see the corn dog box with the circus stars on it, and then the pink bag of animal cracker cookies.
And she's standing there looking fucking crazy.
And you looking crazy. With your belly hanging out.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Like,
in tights with Crocs.
Oh gosh, that is good to me.
But then you're gonna get mad at me for saying stamp cart lady when you can properly identify what she looked like without even being there.
Oh gosh,
that took us
all dealt with stamp cart ladies. We all dealt with someone like
stamp cart lady. I'm sorry, guys. I promise you, this was my life last night. When I got home, I just dropped the bags like, fuck it. I'm over it.
The way I would have high-fived that woman with circus groceries, because what can you even say to that?
Because there was nothing of any nutritional value. She didn't have one vegetable in there.
Outside of calling
one.
me a bitch, what can you say back to me? Because goddamn it, I would have been like,
you and your circus grocery cart. I'm like, touche. And as I'm looking at her items, I'm like,
and it's
everything in there screams high blood pressure and diabetes. Believe me, I know. I've eaten half of that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was yesterday.
Oh, that was hilarious.
So we'll end it on that note.
Yes.
Today is Friday. Father's Day is this weekend, so all fathers have a great day. I'm going
Happy
to the
Father's
beach.
Day to you all.
I'm gonna try to relax. We'll have a tale, I'm sure, about that on Tuesday. I can bet money that we're. I won't say no more. She might tune in. I can bet money there's gonna be a tale about the beach on Tuesday. It ain't gonna. Here's what is supposed to happen. No. Here's what's supposed to happen so that it's documented. Me, fiance, beach, hotel room, chill. Let's see if I come back and I'm able to say those same words.
And leaving Saturday, coming back Monday, correct?
Leaving Saturday, coming back Monday.
Okay. So you, fiance, beach, chill, leaving Saturday, coming back Monday.
That should be the trip.
All right.
Heavy chilling, cell phones off. I don't want nobody to get offended if I don't respond. I promise you, my cell phone's not going to be on me. It'll be in the room, but I don't. When we go to the beach and stuff, I'm not taking it. I bet you I have a story. I bet there's a story on Tuesday because that's my life. I just got cussed out by a bum, and then circus cart chick in one night. I'm going straight the fuck home tonight. Ain't no stops for me.
All right. Well, it's 8:04, so let's wrap this up.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Nigga going in and ain't no stops for me. Blah, blah, blah.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for hanging with us. We appreciate you so much for continuously supporting TDS Radio. As always, over the weekend, if you need a couple jams in your life, go to tdsradio.com and you can listen there 24/7 nonstop music.
Whether you're cleaning your car, your crib, or washing your ass.
Take us with you.
Not to the bathroom. TDS Radio. God willing, see you on Tuesday. Our voice, our culture. Peace.